Well, good morning, and you joined me for a trip with a little bit of a difference this morning because I'm not at a railway station. I'm going to be driving all day today. I've got a journey from TMC here in Oakhanger in Hampshire up to our other branch in Huddersfield in Yorkshire, and then collecting another mystery vehicle when I'm there. I genuinely don't know what that is, and driving it all the way back down here. So without further ado, I shall show you what the first vehicle is. This might look familiar if you've watched any of my other videos. I collected this exact vehicle last month from Melton Mowbray in Leicestershire. It's a really nice truck, so I'm happy that this is the one that I'm driving up to Huddersfield today. And this has been bought. A customer has purchased this from us. This needs to go up to Huddersfield, where it will then be taken on to its new owner. So it's 225 miles up to Huddersfield. It's going to be at least 225 miles to get back. Right, 225 miles at least. Let's go. First things first though, this truck is low on fuel, so I'm going to have to stop off and fill up with diesel ready for my journey ahead. Well, I'm all fueled up and ready to go. I was just thinking it is quite funny that it's this vehicle because it was actually the last vehicle that I filmed with. And in fact on that same day I had just delivered another Volkswagen Amarok to Shrewsbury as well. So in terms of my videos, this is actually the third Amarok in a row that I've driven. But anyway, what's the time? It is. It's now 9:47. So yeah, better get going. Again. We are in Huddersfield. We're just a few minutes from TMC now. What's the time? It's 1:42. So I've had a pretty good journey really. This is actually the first time that I've seen this branch of TMC in the daylight. I've only ever been here once before and it was dark. Rather a nice afternoon to be up here, to be honest. Sort of wintry sunshine. Well, here we are. TMC Huddersfield. And I wonder what it is. I'll be driving back down south.
You have arrived.
I have arrived. So yeah, not a bad journey to be honest. 225 miles. It's 1:45. We're halfway. Good going. So there we go. One Amarok delivered to TMC Huddersfield, ready to be cleaned and prepared and handed over to its new owner. And we'll be soon heading off to wherever its new home may be. And here it is. Here's what we're taking back down south. It's another pickup truck. It's a Nissan Navara Tecna, so that's a top of the range. It's got all the leather seats and the sat nav and the cruise control and all the bits and pieces on the inside, so it should be hopefully a nice comfortable journey. 68 plate, 41,000 miles, And anyway, for the second time today I am at TMC and I have a 225-mile journey ahead of me. So yeah, let's head off, let's see how it goes. Right, we are off for the second time today, homeward bound. So this truck's manual, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to after driving all that way in an auto. Now, on journeys like this, I like to find a nice place to stop and have some lunch and just a bit of a break. There's basically not a motorway services station, and today I think I've found the ideal place, which is literally on my journey back. We're only a few miles away from it. Hopefully it'll be worth stopping. This is it, the Yorkshire Sculpture Park. I'm not going to spend long here, but I believe they have a cafe and I need some lunch. Okay, so I couldn't go in there because that's not where the restaurant is and you have to buy a ticket. I'm going to see if I can find the restaurant, which is apparently just down the road. And there is the M1. So I've stopped at the Yorkshire Sculpture Park Cafe. There is the M1 right there. You can see all the lorries rushing past. We're going to follow that all the way to the M25. Well, we're here at the Yorkshire Sculpture Park. I actually haven't had any lunch, slight complication. The restaurant actually looks really nice, but it's not quite what I expected. I mean, I popped in, you know, for your usual kind of sandwich and a cup of tea kind of thing, but it actually turns out that it's quite a nice restaurant with an appropriately pricey menu. So it wasn't exactly what kind of a guy like me shunting pickup trucks up and down the country is going to be looking for. So I've stopped briefly. I'm going to actually have lunch in about an hour or so. There's a pub near the M1 further south that I know, so I'll go there and have some lunch. But in the meantime, I thought I'd show you what's here. So here's the restaurant, which is called the Western. I can't go beyond this point without a ticket, but yeah, feel free to comment below if you know what the sculptures are that we're looking at here. The mast in the background, I don't know if anyone can tell me what that mast is, but Huddersfield, where we've just come from, is just beyond there. It's a rather nice afternoon. It's nice to be up here briefly and looking forward to the drive home. I'll give you a quick look inside as normal. It's got electric seats, heated seats, it's got sat nav, cruise control, it's got an amazing rear view camera that kind of gives you a 360 degrees overhead view. Yeah, it just makes parking very easy, which is important with a pickup truck because they stick out a long way at the back and they do take some getting used to. This one has an unusual combination of no cover and a carpeted rear. Don't think I've ever seen that on a pickup truck before. But there you go, each their own. Let's go. Hello, it's 6:15 and once again my day has not gone exactly as expected. So this was supposed to be lunch and it's basically dinner. I haven't had anything to eat actually since breakfast, so I'm absolutely starving. But I've come to a pub that I've been to before called Grove Farm on the outskirts of Leicester, and the last time I was here I thought that they did a decent portion of food for a very reasonable price, so I thought I'd come back. One word: cows. There was a hold up on the M1 and apparently it was escaped cows. So I was delayed by, I think, probably at least an hour coming down the M1 whilst they helped rescue these poor distressed animals that had somehow made their way onto the carriageway. I saw a truck with a load of hay bales on it being given a police escort down the side of the motorway, and I thought, I couldn't think of any other reason why that would be happening. I thought there must be animals on the carriageway, and it turns out I was right. Well, that was nice. I do feel a lot better after having had something to eat and drink. Yeah, not bad at all, this place. Just minutes from junction 21 on the M1. Okay, it is now time to head off back home, I think. Are you ready, truck? Well, that was one of the wettest journeys I think I've ever known. After I left the pub in Leicester, I had a pretty slow journey back, to be honest. The roads were just absolutely awash. What is the time? It's 20 past 10 in the evening, obviously a lot later than I expected that I would get back. 450 miles I've done today. So I just thought it would be nice to finish this video in daylight, really, because obviously all the videos I'm making at the moment, they all end in the dark. I mean, if you're watching my videos, I'd just like to say thank you for sticking with me, because obviously the nature of the job I'm doing, I'm not really in control of where I'm going. I never really know where my next trip is going to be, when I'm going to go. It depends on where we're buying vehicles from, who's buying the vehicles off us, so on and so forth. So it could be anywhere, which is kind of the attraction of it, really. I love seeing all these random places and just things I wouldn't have seen were it not for doing this. So whilst Huddersfield branch is in the centre of the said town, Oakhangers branch is in the depths of the countryside. Here we are, back at TMC. Back where we started yesterday morning in an entirely different pickup truck. That one's now up in Huddersfield, and this one is now going to join the other Navaras we have for sale here before it finds a new owner.